Celebrity involvement in WWE. It is a tale as old as time. It has been a connection that has been going on ever since the inception of the company. This past year, we had Travis Scott factor in the main event of WrestleMania. We had New York Giants legend Lawrence Taylor main event of WrestleMania. And going back all the way to the very first WrestleMania, we had Mr. T involved in it as well. So this isn't something brand new. This is not uncharted territory for the company. With that being said, though, this segment tonight was not good. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. And before I get into this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. JellyRoll, country music superstar, somebody who has been blowing up within the last couple years, was involved in a segment tonight on SmackDown. It's been much talked about leading into tonight's episode. You had some people for it, you had some people against it. People divided what's new when it comes to professional wrestling, but it was talked about a lot, and with the rumors speculating as to what this is going to lead to, this was something that was highly anticipated. So on tonight's episode, it took place in Nashville, Tennessee, the hometown of JellyRoll. We had him come out and perform his song Liar, and mid through his performance, he was cut off by none other than Mr. Prime himself, Logan Paul. He was trolling big time tonight. You saw him come out and talk about how, he's tired of these influencers and these stars making their way through WWE. What they do is sacred. And then he goes below the belt and he says, you shouldn't have people in this ring that have tattoos of their children's name who don't even have custody of their children. Now, when he was going in, he announced that he will now have his podcast, Impulsive, under the WWE banner. So good for him. But while he was going on and on, you had JellyRoll sit there and cut him off. And he says, we are in Nashville, Tennessee. And in Nashville, Tennessee, nobody gives a damn about your podcast. We have Randy Orton be involved in this segment. And this is when things got a little bit sad for me, in my opinion. Randy Orton comes out and he talks about how JellyRoll is this big figure in his industry. And he goes on to tell Logan Paul that nobody in the back likes him, and how if anybody is an outsider, it is him. He sits there and eats himself a big old claymore for his troubles. If you guys forgot, we're going to see Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre at Saturday night's main event. Drew McIntyre is restrained. We see Logan Paul, like the vulture that he is, picks up the scraps and starts giving Randy Orton a nice case of the beats. While he's giving Randy Orton a case of the beats, JellyRoll sits there and factors in. He pulls Logan Paul's hair from the back, and it's later on announced that JellyRoll will be in Randy Orton's corner for his match against Drew McIntyre. Now, all the rumors and what we saw last night is pointing to we are going to see Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul versus JellyRoll and Randy Orton. Now, for the most part, I'm pretty indifferent when it comes to celebrity involvement in professional wrestling. I feel like it has its place. I feel like it is an attention grabber when it comes to different mainstream medias, and it involves exposure that wrestling normally wouldn't get, because I know that we all like to talk professional wrestling and watch it, but let's just be real. It is kind of a bubble that we all live in when it comes to wrestling, right? So this brings different eyeballs, but for me, I feel like it's a bit unnecessary, because especially in WWE is as hot as it's ever been. It's breaking all these different attendance records, all these different gates. It's as big as it's ever been in a very, very long time. So I feel like it's very unnecessary for us to involve JellyRoll in this, right? I don't think it's going to be something that, of course, I don't think anybody's expecting a 5-star match when it comes to this. And I feel like we have different acts like, the Street Profits and the New Day, who unfortunately both lost their tag team championships this week. And somebody like Carmelo Hayes, who I don't even think has been on a PLE card this year, not be involved in these signature events. Hell, this match is getting more build than the entire Evolution card in itself. So for me, to have somebody like JellyRoll be in there in a ring with guys like Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton, who I personally feel like are above this and are already, these mainstream names, I don't feel like anybody really gains anything from this, because it's not like where you could see this upcoming, star who could possibly get the rub, the attention by being there with JellyRoll. Everybody in this match is already going to be established. So For me, it's just, WWE kind of feeding chum and trying to get this mainstream attention that we've seen them try to get throughout this whole TKO era. We see on Monday Night Raw, with it being on Netflix, having all these different celebrities involved in ringside and being, shoehorned in the show. We saw tonight Fred Durst rolling was on ringside. So I feel like it's just them trying to be attention whores to try to get mainstream media attention by having JellyRoll involved in this, right? So he's bumping somebody off the card who could possibly, get an opportunity to make a name for themselves. But hey, I'm not a booker, right? Just the guy talking about wrestling on a camera. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Did you enjoy this? Did you not? Comment your favorite JellyRoll song in the comment section if you have one. Guys, we are on the road to 3,000 subs. So if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, it'd be much appreciated on my end. I am Kevin Zwicker.